I've finished construction of the stand-up desk and now need the stool to match. In this video, I'll show how I created the shaped back piece in the stool. This will involve standard SketchUp tools, including the line, arc, protractor, tape measure, and push-pull tools. Also, the intersect function is required since the back involves compound shapes. Here is the stool in its basic unsculptured assembly, albeit without the back. On the upper section of the back leg, I'll place a guideline here. And this will be the front face of the back. I need a perpendicular line to this guideline, so I've picked the protractor tool, rotate around to 90 degrees, and I've got a perpendicular line. Now I can place a line that is 2 inches long, which will represent the blank piece of lumber that I'm going to use to shape this back for this stool. And to complete the rectangular shape of the end of this piece, I'll draw a line here that's parallel to the first line and hold the shift key and come across and complete the top edge of that rectangle. And this is the rough shape then of the blank piece of wood that I will use the bandsaw to rough shape out. And I've made that a group, and we'll now pull that out to half length. Since this is the same shape on both halves here, then we can just work with half the length. It's symmetrical. The back has an arced back for comfort, so on this top surface I'll place an arc about like this, and then I'll bring a copy of that arc shape up to the front thickness. So the thickness is going to be about 3/4 inch for the back. And I'm going to complete the shape of this arc shape and then double click and make that a group. There's another shape involved here. When you look at the front view of the back, there's a slight arc, downward arc. I'm going to draw a little straight line here so that I can get a nice arc tool that, see the tangent, the color, cyan color that shows the tangent. That's what I want. So there's a little dip in the top of the back, and there's a stronger arc coming up from the bottom, and it may take a few tries to get this to look right. So I'm going to put an arc about like this shape. It's a stronger arc, and then come around from the corner and intersect with that arc somewhere here. Let's see, yeah, that looked like it works pretty good. I got the tangent. I can knock out this little extra edge. Looks good. And now I need to complete that shape of the front of the back by drawing some lines. And then again, I'll double click and make that shape a group. So now we've got three groups actually. We had the first, the blank shape, which is that one. Then we've got the arc shape here. And then we've got, now I'm going to delete the first block that I don't need that anymore. And with these two shapes, I should be able to get the final shape of the back. And as you'll notice here, I'm getting ready to do an intersect of these two shapes, the vertical shape and then the horizontal shape. And I make sure they overlap. And before I do the intersection, I will actually explode these two shapes. Right click, explode, and then right click, explode. And then I'll pick up all of those faces and make this a component called back new and create. So I've got this bundle within one component, and I'm going to edit the component, triple click or double click to get everything highlighted, and then interface faces, intersect faces, and then the intersection is done, and I can start deleting waste at this point with the eraser tool. Goes pretty fast with this simple structure. Let's rotate around here and look at, I probably shouldn't have deleted that edge. Probably have to come, yeah, I've lost a little bit of the face. I'll come back and fix that in a minute. Delete out the rest of the waste. And just look at this hole here that I created. Just let me repair that face just with a line tool. I think yeah, that's a straight line there. I'll just go ahead and trace over, and that closes up the face. Looks pretty good, although I see some more waste down here at the bottom. We've got half the symmetrical component, and I can double click and pick the copy tool and copy that within the component. Now I've got this extra copy, flip it along the red axis and pull it in and match it up exactly. And that's the completed rough. Of course, there'll be a lot of filing and sculpting with spoke shaves and other hand tools to get this worked out the way it should be.